In this episode, we talk about almond butter, 3 tips for a more effective hip flexor stretch, and your priorities. Hey everybody, this is John Farkas with episode 2 of the Fitness Roller Coaster. Almond butter. The other day someone told me that they didn't like almond butter because it was too runny with all the oil that sits on top. This also applies to some of your peanut butters. If you feel that same way, one trick I learned a while back was when you get it to store it upside down. What you'll find is if you put it in the fridge upside down, when you go to open this up, problem solved, no oil sitting on top, and you can see, perfect, like I said, no oil sitting on top. It'll save you a lot of trouble and mess. Wally's also a big fan. So next thing, hip flexors. Because we're sitting all the time, it's not uncommon for people to complain of having really tight hip flexors, which can lead to a host of other aches and pains. 3 tips to make sure you get the most effective hip stretch possible. One thing people often do wrong is their foot's too close to their back knee. So when they push forward, their weight's coming up on their toe. When you're doing this, scoot your foot forward a little bit more so that when you're pushing forward, the knee's about in line with the ankle. What you'll do is when you scoot that foot forward, you should feel a much deeper stretch through the hip flexors. Second tip is to turn into the front leg. So once you're positioned right and your foot's far enough in front, you go to stretch that hip. You want to turn into it just a little bit. You'll feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. Third tip would be to, on that the same side of the knee that's down on the ground, to reach up overhead. And on this particular stretch, what you'll most likely feel is a much better stretch, not just through the hip, but on up into the side of your abs and obliques. Last thing, I wanted to talk to you about priorities. A few weeks ago, one of our clients asked me what I thought if they should switch from our group classes to our semi-private training to help them lose weight faster. After digging a little deeper, we agreed that the biggest obstacle to losing weight had more to do with the alcohol consumption than the workouts. It reminded me of a valuable lesson I heard a while back, that you don't cut the grass when your house is on fire. My point is, we often spend too much time majoring in the minor things. Instead of worrying about what brand of multivitamin or protein powder, or should you use this or that, or try out this new celebrity diet you just saw on Instagram, we need to focus on the basics. It might seem simple, but it works and it's important. Show up to work out and give it your best. Drink more water, less alcohol. More fruits, more veggies, less desserts, less sweets, less candy. Most importantly, do all these things more consistently. For the most part, the things that you need to be successful are simple. The challenge is they are also simple not to do. That's all we have for now. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions on a future topic, just leave it in the comments below, and have an awesome day.